Guys, I was just trying to practice before I'm joined by our athletes because I know I'm not fit. I was just trying to burn my calories. I don't know how do you burn calories within minutes. Welcome to Keitany Show. Today we are featuring Mary Keitany and Rebi. Mary Keitany is retired professional athlete, while Rebi is still practicing. We are featuring them today, and we will get to know how their journey has been, guys. It's interesting to have this show with the legends. This is Keitany Show. Mary, karibu sana to our show.
Thank you.
Who is Mary?
Mary Keitany is a wife. Mary Keitany is a mother of 3. I am 3 times London Marathon champion. I am 4 times New York City Marathon champion. And I am a world record holder in women's marathons only in a time of 2:17:01. And I just retired last year, but currently I'm nurturing the young talents through T-Rob's Angels. Yeah.
Tell us about T-Rob's Angels.
T-Rob's Angels is a foundation that was started by Kenyan athletes and the family of Agnes Chebe T-Rob, standing against gender-based violence, and that's what I've been doing currently. We're trying to nurture our athletes and trying to tell them to speak up, because we have challenges in sports. Currently, violence is putting our nation down, and this one comes when our athletes just keeps in silence, and we are here telling them to speak up. We are telling them no more silence. They have to come up, they have to speak, because we will not know what you are passing through unless you talk, unless you speak. Yeah.
Sure. Mary, when did you know that you can run? When did you know that, okay, running is different? When did you know that you've got this talent? Because if we put it as running, even me, I can run, but I'm not an athlete. Yes.
Okay, for me, I ran long time ago when I was in primary school, and when I was in grade 3. I used to run, and also my home to school was like 10 kilometers away, so every morning and evening I should go. I always ran to school, going and coming back. And I had also my chemistry teacher who knew that I could run, and since he used to give us time, at least games time, they normally tell us to go for a loop, and it was general, like running both boys and girls.
Sure.
And you can imagine I could be in general, I could be number 2 with the men's and with the boys and girls, and I could be number 1 in girls. So becoming general number 1, and those are grade 3, grade 4, and grade 5. So I just discovered that I can run. Maybe also in future I can be the best athlete, though I was not knowing what was athletics all about. but I came to know now after when I joined my high school in 2002. And when I joined high school, I was running 10,000, 5,000 and 3,000. 3 events now in high school. But when I was in primary school, I could start from 400 meters to relays. Okay. That is 10,000 you have to do it, 5,000, 3,000, all that, those events, those who were there, even relays. I could be even a savior, like I have to, maybe if I have to start or to finish, so that in case I can add the points, like maybe if I am to start, I could give a cup, whereby maybe number 2, maybe my the one which I'm taking the baton, maybe if he's like quick, already she has a cup, so she will not be gotten by the number 2. You understand what I say? So, and now when I join now high school, I could do now 3 events like 5,000, 10,000 and 3,000 only. And also now when I was in high school, I could run to national level, but only I could not get a chance to go to abroad. It's because I was not having passport to take me to abroad. Okay. So I had to remain back in school, like when I could win, my number 2 or my number 3 could come and go to abroad and
leave you behind.
Behind. So I was feeling like, oh, what's happening? But I didn't lose hope, because I knew what God has started in me
will surely make it come to pass.
Will come to pass. So, and after now completing my school in 2005, I just come all the way to Keitany, the home of champions, and a lady bring me from my home area, village, to Keitany, and I'm not ashamed to say her name. That is Lina Chesire.
Wow! Shout out to her.
Yeah, so, and that is the mom who bring me all the way from Baringo to LKO Marakwet to come and join the group of athletes. And
wait a minute, you come from Baringo?
Yes,
not Keitany.
Baringo, I was born in Baringo, and I just came to LKO Marakwet to train. And also, I am now married in LKO Marakwet, Wasingishu.
Wow.
And I'm living in LKO Marakwet.
You never went back.
Yeah. So, 2006, I trained less than a year, like 11 months. And I was going to abroad for the first race. And if I remember very well, when I was a young girl, I could see the plane just passing my head, and I could tell my dad one day, I will be in that flight.
I will fly.
Yes. That 2006 in December, I was going for a race in Spain, and I was very excited, traveling for the first time outside the country.
I can imagine.
It was like miracles, and I was really excited about it.
True.
And I came to know that now God did not leave me.
Sure.
Because I remember when I was in high school, my colleague used to travel outside, and I was just looking at them, telling us bye-bye.
And wondering.
We were telling them, okay, you go safe, next time will be us. And it came true. So, and I thank God for that. So, going to abroad for the first race, I did half marathon. And also my coach would tell me, Mary, if you go to abroad, make sure you finish the race for you to get a chance next time. You don't have to give up, you don't have to stop, you have to finish. So in my mind...
Wait a minute. Sometimes you can stop in the middle of the marathon and change your mind. At times there are people who say,
difficult pit race. So you can imagine maybe you didn't train well. So maybe you didn't meet your expectation of training. So he told me like, Mary, because for my coach, he thought maybe I could run a 10K or maybe 15K, but not half marathon. You know, half marathon is 21K. So my coach was like, he was not thinking that maybe I could finish a race. So he told me, Mary, make sure finish the race. It doesn't matter who is in front of you, even if you are last, you just finish the race. And I told him, I will finish. I will not.
And you did?
Yeah. So I ran 69.06. 69.06 in 2006 was like, I mean, for upcoming athlete or somebody who have never run a race, a marathon, was really the best time ever. So, and because it was almost to be 68, 68 minutes. So I did 69.06. So, and immediately 2007, I was based in London now, London City Marathon, whereby I came to win 3 times in 2011, 2012, and 2017, and also in a world record holder. So you can imagine coming to Keitany to train 2006, going for abroad the same year. 2007 I was based in London, and that same year 2007 I was also running World Lab. So, and I was number 2 silver medalist behind Lorna Kiblagat. And Lorna Kiblagat is just my neighbor here. So, and 2008 I went for leave for my firstborn child. And 2009 I came very strong after maternity leave. And I did Birmingham. And I was number 1. I bring my first gold to Kenya.
Wow.
And also we had to come as in general. The Kenyan was winning also. So, and we were happy, and I was happy. So where I started and where I am is that I'm seeing it is the work of God. It is to believe also in yourself. It is to love what you are doing. It is, you have to be dedicated. You have to have that passion, and you have to have that trust. And most important thing is to trust in God, and also put God first in whatever you are doing.
In everything that you are doing.
And definitely you will deliver what you want or you are dreaming.
Sure. Mary, I know beside winning and all that, there are challenges. Would you tell us some of these challenges and how you overcome them?
I can tell you, as an athlete, I can tell you there are many challenges. Of course, when you are starting, you feel like you want to be somewhere, yet you have not even started. So you have a lot of stress, like how will you be like somebody? How will you run? How will you run the best time? How are you going to train? So, and most of the athletes are passing many challenges. When we talk of maybe upcoming athletes, I can tell you like the most stressful part is to get the facilities where they can train in, like they have to be having a track maybe in the place where it is nearer, because you can imagine you don't have transport to carry you maybe to the track. Like as we speak now, most of the athletes here in Marakwet County, we don't have track, we don't have field where weekend training. We have to travel all the way to Eldoret, to Kipchoge Stadium, or maybe to Chepkoilel. And this one now, I'm happy about one thing, like we have the new government that was just coming in the other day. So I have hopes that they will do something for our community or our county, so that we can have a field where the young generation or our athletes could go and train in without no pressure. And I'm really praying and just appealing to our county that I am in now, to just have that heart and also that mind of thinking of having a track in our county, so that it can nurture our upcoming talent. And also what I can also tell our athletes is that you have to trust in yourself, you have to persevere. You don't have to think of you need to have money from a man for you to survive, because most of the athletes, because we are talking of women, we are talking of girls, so most of them get many challenges, because they can get sponsored, they can be cheated, like you have to trust in me, and will give you a chance to go to abroad. You will get the facilities, you will get money for you to survive. I want to challenge them and to tell them that they have to be themselves, they have to know their rights, they don't have to be misused, they don't have to be abused. So I'm telling them you have to be you in order to get what you want to achieve. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you are doing. You don't have to be cheated, because as we speak, most of the athletes, especially the women, if she gets something small, they think they cannot do without men. They cannot do without a man. So it's better to have your things, and then maybe if you feel like you want to have somebody, or already you have your things. Yeah, because I can remember very well when I was young, I could not think of like following somebody and you have nothing. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to follow somebody while I am not having anything of my own.
Of your own, yeah.
So I used to tell God, like, I want to be somebody
before you follow some.
To follow somebody. So that was what in my mind, that was my dream, and that was my passion. I used to say, even if it is to look for ways or to look for means, yeah, I have to be myself. Yeah. So at least addressing this to my fellow women athletes, like, you have to be yourself. You have to know what you are doing. You have to trust in yourself. You have also to put God first, because if you have God in your life, He will not let you down. He will make a ways where there seems to be no ways. So He will direct you to do what is right. Yeah.
How has it been balancing family and your career? Because I know it's challenging. Sometimes you are away, far away, not within Kenya, and here is your children and your husband. How has it been?
For me, I can say I was able to manage being a mother, being a wife, being the national athlete, it's because of my surrounding, like my family, which they were really very supportive, and also my kids. They knew what was running all about. They know you have to sweat, and they know our parents have to sweat, so for us to learn,
To have good life.
for us to have a nice home.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Go to good school,
go to
eat
good
well,
school,
and all that.
eat good foods, and now they normally give me enough time to rest after my training. Like you could not feel like somebody disturbing you. I can say.
Now that you are retired, what are your plans?
Okay. As I said earlier, that now I've been trying to nurture the young talents through the T-Rops Angels, the one which I said earlier. So I think, and also I have a business, I have a hotel in Wasingishu, Eldoret, that is Winster Hotel. And I have, and Winster came because of the winning, so I could say
Win Star.
and the star.
Yeah,
And,
that's nice. Wow.
And again, I have a hotel also in my place where I was born in Baringo, specifically in Cabernet, and it's called Chamasta Hotel. That is Charles and Mary. The initials are Charles and Mary, so in Cabernet. And also I have a school where I was growing up in Baringo also. So that one is in Ravine. So by that time it was Koibatek and Baringos, but now it's one. So I have a school in Koibatek, while I have a hotel in Cabernet. So the school in Ravine is an high school. The name is Mary Keitany World Africa Secondary School. Yeah, it is in Tarakwanin. On your way, when you are passing Ravine going towards Nakuru, you can see a school in the hill, and that hills now was where Mary grew up. Yeah.
That is where you grew up.
Yeah.
I know there are girls, or not only girls, athletes in general who got the talent. Either they have started, but they are coming, or they have not started, but they have the talent, but they don't know what to do. They don't know where to start. What can you tell them?
Like for example, I know there is young athletes, maybe both boys and girls general, and maybe they are looking forward to be maybe somebody like maybe Keitany, somebody like maybe Joge.
Yeah, the icon himself.
Yeah, so because I remember even the other day I was just passing a neighboring school, and the teacher told me that we have a girl, like she normally says, my name is Mary Keitany, and when the teacher asked her why do you call your name like
She calls herself.
she called her name, yes. So and what she can, the answer is she wanted to run like Mary. So, and of course there is also the boys who can say maybe they want to run like Kipchoge. So, and I'm telling them they will run like Mary Keitany. You will, they will arrive where I arrive, and they have to look forward, and they have to have that trust that maybe in the coming years they can be somebody, they can be Mary Keitany, they can be Kipchoge, they can be Preachy, they can be yeah, they can be what they feel like they want to be. So I'll tell them that whatever they are taking, the smallest thing that they are taking in the right direction will get them to the higher level, or they will get what they want in a big way. Yeah. So I'm telling them just to focus, and they will come where we are, and that's our motivation to them. Because to nurture talents, or to have in mind that you want to run like somebody. Because even me, I had the role models when I was young, when I was in primary school, and I can mention a few. I really wanted to be like Paul Dergat, but I didn't know even he was a man. But for me,
But you wanted to be like him.
run like a Paul Dergat. So and I came to know that he was coming from my county, that is Baringo. So another one was Tekla Kube, and also Kata in the those were my role models, and now we are a role model to others. So I know we have a young generation. Those are maybe watching me there. I want to tell them that everything is possible, and already I told them they have to think positive, and everything will go through. Thank you.
Now that you mentioned Kipchoge, there is this belief that there is that special thing. There is that special thing about athletes in Kenya, and especially this side of Elgeyo Marakwet. Because I'm also a Kalenjin, but I think this other side is gifted more than the other side. Is there a secret? Is there something you do that we don't do? Please tell us.
I don't think that maybe it's the spirit. You have to have that trust, you have to have that courage, and also, as you know, most of other people in the other side knows that Kenya is the best place to go to training, and also the champion are coming from, and I'll have to tell them we normally we don't have special meals, like we just eat ugali, we drink milk, and maybe that is what maybe most of you think that it is
The secret.
the secret that is making us to be athletes, and the faster athletes, or those who can you can say that they have the talents even before they were born.
So we might say it's genes. It's more of genetic
Yes, we
than.
can say, yeah, we can say it's because as for me, I know my dad was a runner. Since he didn't manage to go to abroad, but he was running. He was running, but now we have come to assist them to complete their dream.
Yeah,
Because we have tried to to take ahead what they had already started.
Yeah, sure. I will still do research on that. I still believe there is something behind it. But anyway, it has been good having this interview with you. Thank you very much for honoring our request to sit with you. Thank you for sharing that wealth of values and knowledge that you have. Having said that, guys, we are taking a break. As you can see, we are dressed in sports gear. Even Mary, musiona hii uzidhani ni siki sporti. Ni mimi tu nimevaa Adidas ya Kenya, lakini yeye amevaa original. We are going to the field. Follow us there. Joining us again is Rebi Chirono. Rebi has been training with Mary Keitany. She's still active athlete. She won 2018 Athens Marathon, and the same year she won Chivas Marathon again in Greece. Let's get to know his Rebi. Let's get to hear her journey, how it has been. Now that Mary Keitany is leaving, how does she feel? Does she feel left alone? Rebi, mambo gani mama?
Poa.
Nakuona.
Nimekuona.
Tuambie, Rebi ni nani?
Rebi ni mkimbiaji. Nimeanza kukimbia tangu nikiwa high school, but it was not that big talent. Nikaanza kidogo kidogo baada ya kumaliza high school. And then after high school, I came back to Iten and I joined Brother Column's camp, whereby I met international athletes and we trained for half marathons and 10Ks. So I've been doing some road races, like 10 kilometers based in Germany, Netherlands, US, Australia. Been doing some short races like 10K and a half marathon. And then after that, when Mary graduated to marathon, so I joined her with the program and everything, and I pushed to marathon. But with different levels, I've never attained to run the good time like Mary, but time will come. I know I'll do it one time.
Yeah.
So that is it. And now that Mary, she's retiring, I'll be getting more advices from her, I know.
That's right.
I know she will give me more advice, how to train well, how to focus, what to do, and that is the best.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So you are still, like Mary said, she no longer wake up very early. She just do training for body fit. But you still have a program like this. I'm doing this for this day. This day I'm doing this, waking up early. Like that.
Yes, I still follow the program because I still need to wake up in the morning, do the morning run, and then at 10 and maybe at 4 I will do some exercises.
You mean 10 in the morning?
Yes.
10 in the morning, the heat, is it not very hot?
No. Here it is cool. At least at 10, it is not that very hot. Okay. It is not like some other places in Kenya. So in the morning, it is very chilly. So you go only maybe for short distance, maybe 40 minutes. And then after that, at 10, maybe you start from 9 to 10 because you are going maybe for 1 hour, 30 minutes. The aim is 20 to 22 kilometers. And then in the evening, maybe 12 kilometers.
22 kilometers in the morning, yes. 12 kilometers in the evening.
Yes.
My God.
So you need to get that endurance at least to keep you going in the marathon. Marathon, you need extra endurance to make you strong. You can't train only maybe for short distance and you are planning to run the marathon. So you need to train more to have more endurance so that when other people maybe they are hissing, like they are feeling they are worn out, you still need that backup. At least it keeps you going because the mind is already set that you do a certain kilometers will take you as far as a certain place. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now that you are planning to go back to Athens, you already have a program you are following that will lead you there. Is there a plan together, something that has been planned together with other athletes, or is it personal plan? I don't know.
So for me now, when I changed the management, as from last day after Corona time, so I changed the management. So now with the new management, I'm just training alone now. For now, I have my pacemaker. I have this guy who is pacing. When I say we need this a certain time to cross per kilometer a certain time, he has to do it. Because in every kilometer you are supposed to set your time. So I have a program, of course, that I've been using for several years. But now this time it is a bit change. Because I was feeling like maybe in the last marathon, I was feeling like when I was at around 39, I was feeling tired. and maybe I didn't do enough speed work. So now this time I came back and sat down and said, no, I need to do more endurance, more speed work, and more exercises. More exercises to make me strong. And that is what I'm seeing. At least my body is responding. And now I still have only a month to go and compete. So the last, let me say, for the last 3 weeks to the race, I need to reduce my training because I've been training for that long, maybe for the last 2 months. Normally when I'm training for marathon, I train for 3 months.
Before you go to
Yes.
the actual race?
Yes.
Okay.
3 months, and then the last 3 weeks, that is only relaxing, taking it easy, massage, and then easy runs. No pushing again. Yeah. At least to have that energy, back to the body. Provided you have done the speed work and everything, so you need that relaxing time.
When you say pushing means the hard training.
Yes. When I say pushing, you push. Whenever you are doing speed work, you need to do it with a higher speed. And then even in the long runs, like doing the 22 kilometers, sometimes you say I need to do it by 4:20 per kilometer. That means you are doing it at a higher pace, or 3:59, something like that. You see in our roads, they are uphill, flat somehow, and you need to maintain the pace. Even if you are at the hill, you're supposed to maintain the pace or the flat, and so to make it constant endurance, give you that time. So you need to balance it and make sure that you are strong enough to maintain that pace. So if you have a pacemaker, at least who is consistent, who can maintain the certain pace that you have set, to come into good shape, that will be much easier.
Kindly tell me, what is the main function of a pacemaker? Really, you have never understood.
The function of a pacemaker is to set you to a certain standard of a pace.
Meaning a pace
Yes.
maker.
Yes, he's setting a pace.
Pace.
Yes. So somewhere whereby you are supposed to be maintaining. Like now when you are doing a big marathon, like now for me when I'm going to Athens, I'll have to set my pace like
Someone ahead of you.
No. So I'll have my stopwatch by then. And then I'll be saying like, let me see, the first kilometer, we as a group we have done it. But maybe my coach was telling me, Rebe, at a certain kilometer, you're supposed to be crossing at a certain time. When it is slow, I need to push more to attain that time. But if it is faster, I need to reduce kidogo so that I can get to that time. Because marathon is not a joke. So you need to balance that time, at least to get you to the finishing. You might ban yourself starting. Like you are starting, running a marathon is not like a 800 meters race or 100 meters race. So you need to balance and use your brains, because at a certain kilometer I need to be pushing this way. I'm supposed to be balancing this way so that you can know. Yeah.
Now, tell me. So having followed that program of timing and all that, apart from the exercise, do you have a special diet?
It is not that special diet. We eat kukali, managu, mursik, that of course, that is the best.
Yes.
So mursik, so
There's no special.
no special diet like no. I must even rice. Sometimes I don't take it
Completely.
because it is a light food. I need something which is strong.
Oh my God.
Yes.
As we think, you people don't eat. That's why you are thin like this.
No, we eat.
Only that you burn
Yes,
it out.
yes. It is because we need energy. So if you take like maybe when I'm going for an evening run, I'll take rice or spaghetti. Rice mixed with spaghetti. Spaghetti is much stronger
Than rice.
Yes. So I mix rice with spaghetti and something light, and then I'll go for a run. So when I come back, maybe I'll take porridge and then relax, wait for supper. That is it. Supper ukali with mursik. Yes.
Okay. I know it's not easy. And I understand the challenges that you people go through. Just like we've been told, I know it's not unique to you. You are not an exception like the other athletes. Would you kindly tell us the challenges you go through?
Well, there are many challenges. Now that I'm a mother, I'm a wife.
Sure.
Yes, you have so many challenges, like maybe your kids need your attention, maybe you are tired after running and they need your attention, they need to have that love, mother and child love.
Yeah, sure.
So you must be there for them, even when you're tired.
You
Should
there.
be there for, and your husband is here, you
Yeah,
need to
sure.
be with him at least to attend to his needs.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
so those are minor. That is how you learn how to cope with that. So you need to learn to cope with those challenges. Sometimes even maybe you can train and you cannot pick up to that shape that you wanted at a certain time.
Oh.
That will be a challenge because your mind will be a bit disturbed.
Yeah, sure.
You'll feel like, I've been training for this long,
But I can't.
and I can't pick to a certain standard. So sometimes I tell people, to train, it is your brain.
It's all in the mind.
Yes, because when the mind is moving, the legs are moving, of course.
Oh.
Yes, because when you tell your brain, today I'll do 25 kilometers, your legs will go, of course. It is everything
It's all
built
in the
upstairs.
mind.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from the social challenges, because those are family issues, are social challenges. Are there financial challenges?
Oh,
Or you
yeah.
people have money, and
Some people.
we believe you people have money, so
When some people, even in the community, when they see you running, they think that you are money.
yes,
You are money.
carrying money.
Everything is money.
Yes,
But it is quite challenging. You can run a race, maybe you get position 7, maybe you get only 200 euros, no money. So when you come back, people are expecting you to give them money.
And
They are expecting to get money from you. But you feel like, oh God, I've been doing this and there is no money.
people know you've been
Yes,
away
abroad,
for this
yes.
period of time.
Yes, they need that time, at least they want money. So it's that challenge of money, it is a lot. Even sometimes some athletes, they can sleep with no food, because sometimes...
You mean?
Yeah, because sometimes they can go for a race, stay in a race, come back, they have to wait for 3 months. With this doping system, so it is 3 months. So after running a race, you have to wait for 3 months. So if the management can give you the advance, at least you are on a safer side. But some now, the upcoming athletes, they are struggling a bit. Yeah, even all of us, we are struggling. It is nobody that is 100%. Yeah, especially the economy now, at the recent time now. Yeah, worldwide, the worldwide, because I was talking to a friend of mine.
Yes.
She was telling me, everywhere is terrible. Yeah. So after Corona,
It has not stabilized.
It has not. But I think it will take some time.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 2 to 3 years, and then the system of organizing races again will come back to normal.
You just talked of is it?
Doping.
Doping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, after running a race, finishing on the line, you're taken to the lab for a test. There are some doctors there when you're finishing at the finishing line. They are there. They'll take you to a room. They'll take your urine and everything for a test.
And blood.
Yes. And that is it. So you have to wait for 3 months until the results are out.
After the race.
Yes, after the race.
Every time you run.
Yes, because
Every time you participate
yes,
in a race.
Yes, that is a must.
You must go through that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is good because it is good at least to run a clean sport. A clean sport is the best.
There are people. You mean the people who use drugs?
No. I don't mean that. But sometimes they can suspect somebody. Yes. Sometimes they can suspect somebody.
But I'm not saying even our athletes, but generally even outside Kenya, are there people who can try?
I've never heard of it, but sometimes that is why they are doing this doping. I think it is because they don't trust. Yeah, I think because if you are not trusted, if they don't trust the athletes, that is why they are doing this doping thing. Yes, yeah.
Have anyone ever tested positive?
I've never heard of anybody who has tested positive. So, and me myself, I've tested negative always. Yes, and we are almost retiring. We are almost on our age to retire. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rebi. We met her practicing, guys. So are you done with the practice of the day?
Yes.
Or
I'm done. I'm done.
you can't
Just
practice in the evening?
No, no. I'm just going for shower and then relax.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah. Until tomorrow morning.
Rebi, what can you tell young girls who are looking up to you?
I, I will tell them at least to work hard. There is nothing that comes easy. And do it the correct way of sporting. At least they can come for us and we can talk to them. Here is Mary, she has just retired and she was a young athlete.
Just the other
Yes,
day.
the other day. And now she has retired. She has had time to talk to upcoming athletes. Yeah, she can encourage. And she has a lot of experience. Yes. So she can talk to upcoming athletes and she can encourage because upcoming athletes, they have challenges, even more than us. Because you know you are in a new place, you want to start training, you don't know anybody, you don't have a program, you don't have a coach, you see. So that is quite challenging because you cannot go outside there and join in a group.
And just that.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
You need
So-
some direction
Yeah,
and
you-
guidance.
yes.
Yeah, sure.
That is it.
All right. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, Rebi, for accepting to have interview with us amidst your busy schedule. You know you should be practicing, but thank you for joining us. You've been watching Chep Tajiri Show. We've just come from the field. Uh, Remember that these are inspirational stories that we are making. And when you like and share our videos, you inspire others. And until next time, bye bye. Tell them bye bye. See you. Toodles.